What is going on, rich homies? Thank you for clicking on the video. I don't think I've ever recorded down here in the basement unless I was in the little workout room there. And that's because the lighting down here is terrible. My old camera did not do well in low light. This camera does extremely well, so I'm just testing it out a little bit. Thanks to Brandon Campbell for hooking up the deal. Got this new gadget. Play around with it a little bit, but I want to apologize in advance because inevitably when you get new gear, you're going to mess things up, whether it be the audio, the video, something is going to go wrong. Just be patient with me, guys. As soon as I said the words "the basement," it took every ounce of self-control not to go into Rhapsody the Basement intro. And it just so happens that this company right here, P Science, not sure if you guys have ever heard of them, but great company, great people. They just released a new pre-workout called Prolific, but I don't know when this video is releasing, and I'm not sure. So it's like we're allowed to talk about it, but not allowed to show it. I don't know, guys, really. But it's a great pre-workout product. So if this comes out after December 27th, then it will be on the website. Travis will save you some dollar bills. I mean, it is the running the insider special. You guys know how that works. So go check it out if you're interested in. What I like about it, it has 320 milligrams of caffeine per 2 scoops. And it doesn't have all the fluff stuff in there, like creatine and beta-alanine. Maybe they're good products, but they don't do anything for your workouts. So people just put them in pre-workouts just to try to sell you. It's marketing, right? And they took all that out and only added ingredients that will help your workout. And it tastes great, so it's kind of like a win-win.
Staring at me everywhere that I go. They try to judge me when they don't even know. The half of my story just would only the toe. Cause they feel they should expose me for all I have and all I've gained is.
Okay, so throughout this entire process, I've definitely learned a lot. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the best workout is the one that you're able to do. And that sounds overly simple, I get that. But some people will argue, well, squats are the best for leg development, which is probably true. But if you cannot do them because of some nagging injury, then it's not gonna be the best for you. So you have to find a way to work around whatever it is you're dealing with. And I'm convinced that there's almost something that you can do. So I would say the worst thing you can do is just stop moving completely. For me, walking has helped me tremendously. I mean, just walking on the treadmill 30 minutes per day. And I haven't really talked about it on the channel because I feel like I've complained about my back too much as it is. But what I've really been having trouble with lately is my piriformis on my left side. So I have to be careful with lunges. It's something that I can get to a certain point, a certain level of tightness, and I know it's best to call it quits so I don't do any type of further damage. I'll stretch it out a little bit and then I'll move on to something else. I hate lunges, but I got to the point where I felt it, called it quits, and I was only using 30 pounds. I'm not trying to make it seem like I was doing a whole lot of weight, but the first time I got back into it, I just did body weight lunges, and I was sore for the next 2 days. So definitely ease your way in there, guys. So unfortunately, every gym does not have one of these things, but they should. Now, a month or two ago, there's no way I could have done this, but I'm just trying to ease my way back in, strengthen up those erectors, and if you don't have this, you can do any type of back extension if you're able to. Again, if it hurts, just stay away from it. So as hippie as this might be, it's something that I can do, and I'm still very reluctant to put any type of weight on my back. So when I do, I make sure that it's very lightweight, I'm doing higher reps, and I'm really bracing my core with every single step, being extremely cautious. Bumping some old school jaw rule. What do you know about that?
What would I be without my baby? The thought alone might break me, and I don't wanna go crazy, but every dog needs a lady. Girl, let's be like.
Okay, so the bar is right here. It's not loaded. It's just kind of like it's calling my name. It's Sunday. Maybe this is God's sign, or maybe this is jaw rule telling me to do this. But just one set, just 10 reps. Nothing crazy. So I don't think this is a real exercise. I don't think it has a name or anything like that. Let's call them the hippie squats. I really just kind of thought of it as out of necessity, something else that I can do, but you really do get a great stretch in the hamstrings. Another exercise that I don't like, but it's one that I can do. So we're gonna end with the Bulgarian split squat. And by the way, Post Malone, no option. thank me later.
With the diamonds, keep me shining. Gotta have perfect timing when I'm riding. Brand new Aston Martin with no mileage. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Frosted Flakes, brownies, Big Mac. But in all seriousness, I've been making a conscious effort to incorporate core work, which I've never done before. I can never stay consistent just because I don't enjoy it, but I do think that it's part of the contributing problem to my back. Plus, Rob Lipset does these, and that dude's jacked. You know, I kind of feel like 50 Cent in that music video. I think it was In the Club.
It's your birthday, and you know we don't give up.
Except I'm not ripped, and I can't rap. Forgot to mention, I stretched about 30 minutes before the workout, then would stretch about 30 minutes after. And I know some of you guys don't have time to stretch. I've been there, trust me. But I also did not have time to take 4 months off lifting. I didn't have time to go to physical therapy twice a week. Just something to keep in mind. Learn from my mistakes. Well, guys, I just got kicked out of the gym. Unfortunately, closes early on Sundays, so I'm gonna be the last one leaving, and I guarantee you I'll be the first one in tomorrow because I am so dedicated. No, not at all. And this is, you know how you see those gym memes where it's like, oh, leg day, and there's like this guy's like throwing up or like crawling out of the gym in a wheelchair, can't walk for 3 days. That is not what that workout is, okay? I would say this is for someone that's getting into legs for the first time. Maybe you're just starting the gym, or maybe you've just been one of those gym bros and only have done curls and chest for the last 2 years, which, trust me, we've all been there. Or maybe you are going through an injury and you need to ease your way in a bit. So hopefully that helps some of you guys out. I am off to do a food challenge, which I'm pretty excited about. This right here, my friends, is my favorite type of Christmas shopping. It is called finished. And one thing you might notice is that there's some birthday bags over there. And there's, I guess, a few reasons for that. One, it's Jesus' birthday, so that fits, right? But the other is because when someone gives you a gift bag, what do you do with it, you know? Either you're gonna throw it away or you keep it for another occasion. But why would I go spend $5 or $6 on a Christmas bag when I have these birthday bags laying around? It's not like anybody cares about that. Actually, this is kind of embarrassing, but one time I was giving someone a $100 gift card. I don't remember what it was, but it was, you know, that's all they care about. They just want the gift card. And I didn't have a birthday card. And somehow, some way, I ended up with a Hanukkah card. I don't know how that happened, but I just put the card in a Hanukkah card because they don't care about that. It's just a formality, right? Anyway. Unfortunately, I do not do food challenges every single day, but I do get a lot of questions from people asking, what do I eat on a normal day? And I feel like I've answered this a lot, but I continue to get the questions, so I figured I might as well answer some of these. I'll say one thing I eat a lot of is vegetables, at least 5 or 6 servings of broccoli and or green beans per day. A little bit of sweet potato, little vegan gains going on. See, it's not all Pop-Tarts and ice cream. Another question I got recently is, what is your morning routine? Which I realized I never really show it to you guys because, well, it happens so quick. I mean, I think from the time I wake up to the time I'm out the door, it takes about 6 minutes or so. So it's very well planned out. It's very systematic. But of course, it always starts over here at the coffee maker. If you guys only have one coffee maker, by the way, you're really living on the edge. I love to have options, especially since one of mine went out yesterday or 2 days ago, and I had to get this one. Thank goodness for Amazon Prime. But anyway, this one has got a timer, so I typically use this throughout the week. Use the Keurig on the weekend, and then I'll set that for 4 a.m. so it's ready for me when I get up. Work clothes are always packed and ready to go, so I don't have to mess with that in the morning. Bottle of water here, which I will chug before I chug my coffee on the drive to the gym. And I always make sure that my BCAAs are in my water bottle so I can just grab that from the fridge in the morning. This is the new...
Alright guys, so we're here at London Drugs. I just come in here to pick up my new lens. So I'm getting a new 16mm, but
If you guys are not subscribed to Jeff Nippert already, you are really missing out. This dude's content is unbelievable.
They say they know, but they don't know what they...
Poverty brownie, sleeve of rice cakes. That'll do it. Talk to your rich homies in the morning.
I come from a small town, so a little bit of talk don't go round. But that's okay, I'm on my way. Never slowed down, I did it my way. Came out to town, hit the highway. All for the town where my heart stay. Now I'm in the city.
Honestly, I think this might be my favorite part of the entire day, treadmill time. So I wake up, head straight to the treadmill, walk for about 10-15 minutes, answer my emails, check my social media. It's just nice, relaxing, productive.
The season, they riding with me. Met up with fans out in Norway. 5,000 1,000 miles from my old ways. That's a lot of distance from the old days. A lot of difference couple years make. Not a minute that I would trade. Not a second that I could change.
I'm probably just gonna freestyle today's workout, to be honest. I just want to get in a lot of volume. And if you guys are interested in the new program that I'm running, I kind of just developed it for myself. I'm more than happy to go over with you guys. I've been tracking it on this app called, as you can see here, called Strong. It's really hard for me to find an app that I like, so I've been kind of messing around with a few different ones. But so far, this one's pretty good. Again, I can do a review on that if you guys want, but we're gonna hit it.
It's not easy. I'll be there for
Okay, so the workout is completed. I do not feel right unless I start the day at the gym. That is what gives me my energy. Of course, you're gonna be a little bit tired when you go in so early, but that's just part of it. So I'm gonna get into work, hopefully be there by about 7. You guys know I always start my day with my overnight oats. Keep it very, very simple. It's just convenient, something I can grab and go, and I'll talk to you guys on lunch. All right, you guys are gonna be very, very impressed with this gourmet lunch that I have here. So let's start with the main course, the turkey sandwich. We got some Velveeta crackers and a protein bar. Now, this is, I just dropped the protein bar down there, but this is obviously far from ideal. It'd be much better to have, you know, some steamed vegetables, some grilled chicken breast, but as I tell you guys, I do not live in fitness land. Sometimes I just gotta grab something quick that I can eat while I drive. Doesn't make a mess, just works out well, because I gotta get my hair cut, guys. Look at this, it's ridiculous. How do I look? Good? Good? All right, see you guys at home.
The best team, chase the best dreams, got a circle that I trust. They talk to us about making it, but I think I'm on the cusp. But that ain't what it's been about. Now this journey shaped to our end.
So nothing too crazy here. We have a ham sub from Subway, and we also have about 5 or 6 servings of broccoli. Now, typically, if I have a processed lunch, I'll try not to have a processed dinner, but I'm just kind of being lazy, to be honest. I just want something quick because I'm spending so much time trying to figure out this camera. As I'm sure you can tell throughout this video, I don't exactly know how to use it yet, and the color grading it's not the best, so please just be a little patient with me. All right, rich homies, so I'm gonna have the same thing before bed that I did yesterday, which was just some rice cakes and some protein powder. If you guys didn't know, you can always save 30% at peacesigns.com using Travis. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That's pretty awesome. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out a lot, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.